Right, what's going on, everyone? I'm here to talk about UFC 232, just a bit of recap on the event. Great night of fights. I loved all of the fights, especially the ones on the main card. I'm only going to talk about the co-main event and the main event. The first three fights went exactly as I said they would. You can watch my preview. I predicted the winners and I predicted the way they would finish. So, not being arrogant, but they went exactly as I said they would. Um, I did predict Jones to win the fight, but I didn't expect it to go as easy as it was. To me, it just showed that he has ice in his veins. The guy's such a competitor. He looks so unbothered by the whole controversy during the week, and he looked focused and ready to go. Um, Next for him, I hope he fights DC at heavyweight. I think it's more compelling than them fighting at light heavyweight. I think we've seen that play out twice. Um, and I would just pick Jones against anyone at light heavyweight. At heavyweight, DC has more power. He doesn't have to go to the weight cut. He's undefeated at heavyweight. I think Jones just should step up and do it. Now, there was one fight that I did get wrong, and it was CYBORG versus NUNES. Now, I thought CYBORG would be stronger and just bigger, and better technically than NUNES, but I did not consider the speed of NUNES in my preview, and that was a big mistake on my part. And speed and accuracy is what got the victory for NUNES. I mean, it was a devastating knockout. I mean, I've never seen CYBORG just handled like that. It was very impressive. And to me, it cemented her legacy as the best female fighter of all time. Before the fight, I called her the best bantamweight of all time, but with that win, she's the best, period. Like, there can be no debate. I will say that I was surprised at how CYBORG came and just threw reckless bombs at NUNES. She's been a bit more controlled in her striking, especially since she started working with Pirillo, her boxing coach. So I was very surprised at how she came in a bit reckless. Um, Even though it was an early and devastating win for NUNES, I would like to see a rematch. You know, I think CYBORG has only one fight left on her contract, so I think a rematch is the biggest fight. Um, and I saw Dana said, look, NUNES won pretty convincingly. I don't see why CYBORG should get a rematch. But Rose destroyed Joanna in the first match. Like, she knocked her out in the first round, dropped her twice, and Joanna got a rematch immediately against Rose. So I feel like if Joanna got a rematch, I think CYBORG deserves a rematch as well. Especially with the lack of bantamweight contenders for NUNES. If there was a clear bantamweight contender for NUNES, okay, by all means have that fight. But no one's really standing out. I feel like a rematch would be good to see, and I think it would be different because I don't think CYBORG would go in there just recklessly throwing everything at NUNES, you know. And yeah, another thing that I took away from the event was Gustafsson. I think he needs to take some time off and just really think about his future. Um, I don't think he will get a new title challenge anytime soon. I just think it's a time for a fresh era at light heavyweight. I think the division has gone a bit stale. For the past few years, the division has been dominated by four men, specifically two men, Jones and DC, but Gus and Rumble as well. Those are the four guys of light heavyweight. But it's time for new faces. You got Anthony Smith, Corey Anderson now, the Polish bloke, I always forget his name. He's ranked number 4, I think. Luke Rockhold is stepping up to light heavyweight. Chris Weidman is stepping up. Yoel Romero might step up as well. And then you have guys like Reyes. He looked amazing in his last fight against OSP. So it's time for new faces at light heavyweight. And I think for Gus specifically, I think he needs to take some time off, let the division breathe, let other guys come in, and then come back and have some interesting fights. That's all for today. I'll be back with another video for the TJ versus Cejudo fight. And yeah, leave any comments. Any comments you want to comment, thoughts, opinions. Cheers.